Good morning.
Is this strictly necessary?
Pop the heads down over there, would you?
Got another 9 of these to do.
Righto. Take a seat.
No, I'd rather stand.
Now, if you're not going to remove the mask, I'd really rather you put the axe to one side.
No, I'm afraid not. My line of business, if you've got a blunt edge, you might as well go home.
Right, look, I know this can be rather scary. Some people find their 360-degree appraisal rather intimidating. But I want you to see it as an opportunity to discuss what can be improved.
Bigger axe, maybe?
Well, we will discuss resources and hardware once we have scrutinized the soft skills.
Oh, no, I always put a pillow down under their legs. Goose down, sackcloth, microfiber for the allergic.
Great, great. And how do you see your role? What special qualities do you feel you can bring to the role of execution facilities manager?
Well, more than an executioner, I see myself as an enabler, you know. It's my role to guide the executee through the separation of his head from his body in as clean and hygienic as manner as possible.
Hygiene's important.
Conforming to all health and safety legislation, of course.
Of course.
And with the minimum of pain, though of course pain does come into it.
Well, yes, it must. Now, looking at feedback from your colleagues, outstanding. 10 out of 10 across the board on your lethal punishment protocols, but only a 9 out of 10 for torture.
Ah, yeah. Well, I'm a big man, you know. I can see that there's room for improvement there.
Right. Well, your colleagues have described you as dedicated, well-liked, punctual, merciless. Comes up several times.
Lovely.
Always willing to share best practice.
Oh, God bless him, eh? I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yes.
You know, the praise he appears makes it all worthwhile.
However, your customer feedback has been frankly poor to non-existent.
Customer feedback.
Well, we are a service industry. Without our clients, we are nothing.
Well, I've never had any complaints.
Yes, but you haven't had any commendations either, have you? In fact, you have no simple feedback score of any kind, and your net promoter score is very low.
Well, I mean, I kind of see it as my job to make sure it's impossible for them to call back. You know, impossible to do anything for that matter. Just a wee bit of twitching and the bleeding and that.
Right.
In fact, I would say if they could call back, I'd have failed in my job.
I think you're taking a rather defensive posture.
No.
Somebody does say here that you can be a little inflexible and resistant to change.
Well, I give them all the standard feedback form. You know, I even download it off the internet for them because I know that they don't have access to it, you know, being chained to the wall and all that.
Yes.
It's just some of them are reluctant to engage in it.
And why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's a stressful time for them, isn't it?
All the more reason to get their feedback. Is there any way that you can make it easier for our clients to rate your pre-execution performance before they go entirely incommunicado?
You see, this is what people don't see, is that pre-scaffold. There's a lot of hand-wringing, crying, weeping, oh, no, no, you know. They're more worried about the last meal or the last rite, so they're just waving to people they see in the crowd, all right, you know.
But their feedback could be very important for this company and for you and, well, for them, for that matter. How can we help you to help them to help us?
Don't execute them in the first place.
It's going in the right direction,
all right, okay.
But help me out.
All right, I'll say, okay, so we can stick a clipboard in front of them.
Okay.
Yeah, because they've got their hands tied behind the back.
Interesting.
And they're wearing like a blindfold, which is definitely a hindrance. So maybe like a big pencil in their mouth.
Right.
You know,
pencil in the mouth.
Because when they do fill out the form, they tend to write it in all the wrong places. When I get them back, it looks like it's been filled in by a chimpanzee.
Filled in by a chimpanzee.
Oh, please don't write that
in
down.
by a well, we can't have that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, right. Now, this brings me to the most sensitive part of our little chat. Your appearance.
What about my appearance?
I'm just trying to help you with your image. Some people see it as a little unfriendly.
No, I wouldn't say necessarily it's unfriendly.
I think you're being a little bit defensive. Now, look, it's just the axe, the mask, the leather pants, you know. Does it have to be leather?
Well, it's wiped clean, isn't it?
I was thinking linen could be cooler for you in the
Have you
summer.
ever even been to an execution?
I have had this made up for you, just to show you what could be possible.
It's not like it looks on TV, pal. You know.
My question to you is this, and take it away, ponder it. Does execution have to be such a negative experience?
What's wrong with you?
Now, I think you're being a bit defensive. You're not really taking the ideas on board. You forgot your shirt, and you forgot the head. That's probably, I don't really want these cluttering up my office.